Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Flygon. Now Flygon is actually one of my favourite dragon types. I really love using it. You've got the capability of using it both in a physical sense and a special sense. I don't really use it in a special sense and I haven't got any sets covering special on here, but I know it can be used in a special way as well. Now we've got 3 sets today, 2 generic and 1 Dynomax, and we'll just jump straight in. So the first set we have is a Dragon Dance Life Orb set. So with base 100 in your attack and speed, having that Dragon Dance capability is really, really good because it will allow you to raise up those kind of, not mediocre, they're good stats, but to amazing stats just by using one attack or one move, which will allow you to become a lot more effective, a lot more powerful, and do a lot more damage to different Pokemon. Now, I've put Life Orb on here. You can put things like Leftovers on here. You can even put Berries on here. Lots of different items that you can have the opportunity to use, but I've just put Life Orb. Move-wise, I've gone for Earthquake, which is a powerful ground-type attack, boosted by Stab, so it's going to do a lot of damage to a lot of different Pokemon. I've put Roost to allow you to heal up, because obviously that Life Orb damage is going to become slightly problematic after a while. You can change that for different moves. I'll go through some of the other moves later on in the video on the different sets. And then we've got Outrage on here. If you're not feeling Outrage because it does lock you in and then confuse you, you can run Dragon Claw instead. It's, as I say, entirely up to you how you decide to manipulate these sets to make them your own. Eevee's gone for max attack and max speed with a Adamant Nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Depending on what your speed tiers are looking like on your team, you could always go for a Jolly Nature. A Dragon Dance will allow you to outspeed any Pokemon essentially, but yeah, if you're not relying on that Dragon Dance necessarily, you may want to have the plus speed nature just to make sure that you can outspeed other Pokemon. The second set that we have is a support set. Now, I thought it's quite interesting because Flygon isn't affected by spikes. It's not really too affected by Stealth Rocks. It's not affected by Sticky Web, so it's a really good defog user. Now, I thought we could have Roost on here. Now, thinking about it, Roost is a transfer-only move, so I believe you will have to check Cerebi for that, but I believe it is a transfer-only move, so you will have to transfer a Flygon with Roost from a previous generation. You've got Defog on here to get rid of any hazards, because as I said, Flygon's not really affected by too many hazards. So having that defog opportunity is really, really good. And then move-wise, I've gone for Dragon Tail, which is a minus priority, so you are going to get hit, but you can get rid of Pokemon. So for example, if you have a Pokemon that's setting up, you could use Dragon Tail to get them out of there, which can be really helpful. And then you've got U-Turn as well, allowing you to get out of there as well. Meaning that if a person switches, for example, you can then U-turn, get out of there, and go into another Pokemon and have that either take the hit or be there prepared to set up or sweep or whatever you wanted to go for. Leftovers as the item, allowing you to just heal up that little bit extra every turn. EVs, I went for max HP and max speed on this thing with a Jolly Nature, so more speed and less special attack, 4 in special defense, but you could go for max HP, max defense, max HP, max special defense. Any of those are viable here, but remember you are going to be getting hit a couple of times, so yeah, that's an option. Different options for different sets, I suppose, that you're going to try and run. The final set we have is the Dynomax set. Now, I've put Choice Band on here. If you don't know, Choice Band is not active when you are Dynamaxed, but you could run different moves on here. You could run Life Orb, you could run Leftovers, you could run Citrus Berry. I'm sure there's some other different things you could run as well, but lots of options you can run. Now, move-wise, you've got 3 really good Dynamax moves here, especially as well if you're on doubles, it can help support. But we have Superpower, which turns to Max Knuckle and will raise up your attack power. We have Aerial Ace, which turns to Max Airstream and raise up the speed of you and your ally. And then you've got Earthquake, which turns to Max Quake and will raise up the special defense of you and your ally. So, 3 really, really good Dynamax moves there. Flygon actually does work quite well to be Dynamaxed, so it's definitely an option for you to run there. Finally on here I had Dragon Claw just as your Dragon Stab attack. It hits a variety of Pokemon. In fact, it hits most Pokemon for neutral damage at least. I think the only ones you need to worry about are Fairy types and Steel types. Steel types are hit by your Stab, Earthquake, and realistically, I can't think of any flying fairy types. Oh, you've got Togekiss, but yeah, Togekiss is a big concern here, I suppose. But any other fairy type, you can probably Earthquake and take a lot of damage on them. Or there's always the opportunity to switch out. Just make sure fairy types aren't about. EV's gone for max attack and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed and less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. That is all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.